Hello everybody, thank you so much for joining me today for day 4 of being naked for 5 days. I'm featuring the Naked 2 palette today. I feel like this is one of the most popular naked palettes, so I felt like I had to add it in this series. I'm starting off with Tease, which is pretty much the only transition color in this palette. I really wish they would have added a warmer transition color, but I had to, work with what I had. So I'm placing Tease in the crease in the outer V, blending it outwards. I added a good amount of color because today we are doing a smoky look. Now I'm picking up the shade Snakebite and packing it all over my lid except for the inner portions. I'm going to be putting a lighter shade there. I did wet my brush and I feel like it really makes a difference, so I typically do that with shimmery shades. Once I pack that on, to blend out that harsh line into the crease, I just take a clean blending brush and then blend that line out. It really helps with the transition. I highly recommend doing that. Now I'm picking up the shade Chopper and putting that in the inner corners. I liked the way this looked, but I wanted the inner corners to be a little bit more bright. So I picked up Half Baked, which is a lighter yellowy gold, and I put that right on top of Chopper. I love the way this came out. I think Half Baked and Snakebite look really, really nice together. So I'm packing that on and then of course blending out as per usual. And then I'm gonna do the same thing to the other eye. This little shader brush that I'm using is the Sigma E20. I've never used this brush ever. It's just a lot of my brushes right now are dirty since I've been doing this series, and I'm so upset I haven't used this sooner. It's a great little shader brush, especially if you have small eyes. I love it. So now I'm going to clean up my eyeshadow and conceal my under eyes. So I'm using the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. And then I'm also going to show you how I get into my inner corners and right in between my eyebrows. Somebody asked me that, I think, in an Instagram live. So I'm showing you here how I just blend everything out. And I literally use an Urban Decay Naked palette brush, any brush. That specific one was from the Naked Honey palette. And then I picked up the shade Foxy, I highlighted right underneath my eyebrow, and then I also blended out the edges of my eyeshadow just to give a softer look. And then I took the black in the palette, it's called Blackout, and I gave myself a little winged liner. Let me tell you, this shadow is so pigmented. It is very difficult to work with. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. It took me forever to do this wing. That's why we have concealer though. So it helps, if you make any mistakes like I did, you just kind of sharpen up the edge. That also gives a nice faded look. So once my wing is on, I set my concealer and then I move on to lashes. I picked these. I actually really liked those. I'll leave them down below if you guys are interested. For the lower lash line, I'm taking Blackout, putting it on the outer thirds, and then blending everything out with a mixture of Tease and Foxy. Kind of thought Tease was a little too dark, so I mixed it with some of Foxy, and I really like the way the lower lash line came out. And you guys guessed it, I'm using the same exact mascara I've been using for the past 3 days, the Essence Lash Princess False Lash Effect. And then this video is complete. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you missed any of the previous days, I will leave the playlist down below. I cannot wait to see you guys tomorrow for day 5. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.